So I recently acquired some Pioneer HPM 100 speakers. You can see them behind me right there. There they are. Well, there's one. The other one's over here. Through trade and through a little research, I've seen that the speakers should be elevated at a 5-degree angle for optimal listening experience. So the speakers are already amazing compared to my old Bose. I'm going to show you how to make the speaker stands. I went to Lowe's, already picked up the wood and some screws. Cost me a total of $39. So if you have some screws in your garage, you can probably get away with this for under $30. So let's go to the garage and start making some cuts and assembling it. So here's the wood we're going to be using today. I just bought 4 pieces. We have a 1x6 by 4 foot, a 1x2 by 6 foot, and 1x1. Is it 1x1? No, 1x2 by 8 feet. So if we look back at our blueprints, we are going to cut, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 pieces of the 1x2 in 12-inch strips. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 6 into 14 inches, and then we'll work on these. So we got all the 1x2s cut into 12-inch pieces. Now we need to go across. We need 1, 2, and then the back piece that are 14 inches, and then this back piece right here that's 14 inches also is going to be out of the 1x4 because we need that little lip to hold the speaker from sliding off the back. So we need to cut 1, 2, 3 times 2 stands, so 6 14-inch pieces. So now that we have our back pieces, we're going to cut the 2 center pieces here that essentially the speakers those pieces will carry the weight of the speakers. They have to be at a 5-degree angle for the optimal listening experience, apparently, according to what I found online. So don't quote me, but in these directions, they all are also angled at 5 degrees. So we're just gonna angle this 5 degrees and cut them 8 inches, and then the bottom should be a little less. So here we go. So I think I forgot to hit record, but I just cut the 1x6s at the 5-degree angle. You can see just a slight angle. It's probably hard, but see how that's just slightly angled? So you want the speakers tilted back a little bit to push the sound up and out. So we have all our pieces cut. We're going to assemble. Alright, so after a few adjustments, here are the stands. I am going to sand them and stain them. And then once they dry, we'll be able to put the new speakers on them. So I just finished staining them. Just gonna wait a few hours for them to dry. But here is what we have right now. Try to get around here. You can see the top is angled back just slightly. I'm getting excited. Can't wait to take them in, but we gotta let them wait, or let them dry. So in this heat, that should be about 3 minutes. No, just kidding. We'll give it a few hours and come back. All right, so it's the next day, and I decided to let the stain dry for almost 24 hours because it just wasn't drying the way I wanted it to. Anyway, I went to Hobby Lobby and I bought some rolled cork. And some glue, and the idea is to cut some small strips and place it on the wood here and maybe in the back here, so when the speaker rests on here it's dampened a little bit. And I think I'm going to put some on the bottom as well, so it's just a little softer on the ground, and I'll show you the results. All right, as you can see, I now have the speakers on the stands that we made. Might have to get a flashlight for better light, but they're off the ground, angled back by about 5 degrees. And it really does make a difference. Like, I noticed it right away. The sound is coming up and out now. And we got this one over here as well. Elevated off the ground and tilting up, so the music's really coming at you now. Instead of like staying low, music's coming up. All right, just to show you, we did a pretty good job of keeping the speakers level from side to side. The front of the speaker is 8.5 inches off the ground, and the rear is 7.5 inches. So we have a 1 inch difference. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but the speakers are now pointing up. This level's a little too big, but you could see the bubble. This would be level, and you can see the bubble is to the left, so the speaker is leaning back. But that is how you make some DIY speaker stands at home for around $30 to $40, depending on the materials that you have. Please drop any questions in the comments section. Love to hear some feedback. Thanks for watching.